What was your favorite greeting? Was it the firm shake, the knuckle tap, or the butterfly?
We come in peace.
They came in peace.
How is it that you hear these things?
Young man, how is it that you do not?
I can't even believe that this worked.
We now return control of your television set to you until next week at the same time, when the control voice will take you to...
Hey. 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 You're muted.
I was sitting going, hey, hi, hey. And I was muted.
Here we go. High drama already. You're starting it up already.
Drama.
Hi, Angela.
Hi, Angela.
Hello, Rick.
Hello, Rick.
And let's see. I don't know if creators is still here, but hello to you if you are. Hail. I never say hail, but they said hail, so I'll say hail back. Anyways, how's it going?
It's going well. How about you?
Well, I'm a little stressed out.
Why?
Brother Lorenzo, the Sleestackian group, I believe, is canceling his streams.
No.
And that's like I said, I have mixed emotions about that. I don't like that.
No. Why would he do that?
I don't know. But, prayers and all that for him, but
maybe he'll pop in tonight.
Hallelujah, Rick. So we had a little bit of trouble this week. We got the proofs for Cyclopian 1 in, and we had to make some changes rather rapidly because it wasn't so much the format or anything of the book. It was that we were not satisfied with the finish of the cover.
Exactly. That's
I experimented, and we found that the cover really got dirty really quick, so quick that it came to us dirty. And if they can't get it out of the warehouse clean, 3 out of 3 were messed up. We went with the format that we're familiar with, the gloss cover. That always seems to look a lot better. So that was averted, that little emergency. It delayed us about 48 hours, but the backers won't notice because we're still going to deliver on time.
There you go. I love it.
There's always that.
Mm-hmm. You can't see the video, though. It's kind of silly.
You couldn't see that?
Because you're on... No, I guess because you're blocked. I don't know why we couldn't see it.
If I do this, you don't see the video?
I don't know. But Creators Outlet wanted to know, you can watch all his stream on 5+ channels. So I don't know Creators Outlet. Do we know Creators Outlet? I feel bad because I don't know them.
I'm not sure because I've been meeting so many people online, and many people use multiple handles.
True.
Or screen names, I guess they call them now, or account names.
Oh, I don't know what
handles is kind of from the old CB days. Breaker 19, this is Smokey, and anybody out there abandoned and bear.
You're very
BJ
funny.
and Fire. Remember BJ in the
Uh
bar?
huh.
Breaker
I
on
do.
that. 10-4, good buddy.
You're a weirdo, but that's okay.
Hey, Rick saw the. Hey, Lorenzo is here.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo,
Hello.
I'm having really mixed emotions about your show ending. Did you happen to see the clip I made for you? It was really rudimentary, but I made you a clip. Should I play it again?
Yeah. I don't. Well, wait till he responds. Maybe he hasn't responded yet. So you probably.
Oh, yeah, maybe he doesn't want to see it. Lorenzo did just share the link, though. That's cool. I think Lorenzo has a wrench. I don't know
I
if
hope he
everybody
does.
has a wrench. Yeah. Well,
He
what
should have a
happens,
wrench.
right?
He's
Yeah,
totally trustworthy. He's a great guy. Hey. So I'm looking at Creators Outlet. It looks pretty cool.
Why don't you share it?
I'm going to subscribe. Lorenzo already did. I'm already
No,
I'm already there.
You're already there, so why don't you share it on the screen?
I don't know
If you
I
share
can.
your tab using the share screen thing, you can do that.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Can I do that?
You should be able to.
Share. Okay. Share screen.
Yeah.
Share screening. Share screen.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure
And
I'm
see
on
where
the
it
right
says
one.
tab?
Yeah.
You got to find the Google tab thing.
The Chrome tab. Okay. Here we go. Did I do it?
Yeah, and then I have to go like this.
Okay. So I've already subscribed to this person, and I feel like an idiot, to be honest with you, because
You forgot who he was.
or who they were.
That's because you've been forgetting. You're not forgetting. You've been doing a lot of things. So our apologies.
Oh, I like this. The Creators Podcast. He sounds like a very cool person, and I've already subscribed to them.
So we will definitely check that out, and based on the testimony of our friend, we recommend that you guys check it out too.
Joker fan.
Play,
this is Twitter thing. Sorry,
I'm going to play my little. Yes, it ain't so, Lorenzo. I'm razzing you a little bit, but I'm sorry to hear that you're at least even considering stopping your stream. But then again, I understand. We've had shows come and go too. Eric was the man in red. So I guess other things in drama this week. Do you have any other drama, honey? Because I know drama sells. I don't have a lot. And Lorenzo canceling his show was dramatic for me. That was my drama.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. How about the stress of the show coming up?
The what?
The stress of the show. We're going where?
I know. I'm actually in contact with another creator who wants to have us on his show. I had reached out to him, oh my goodness, a couple of weeks ago. I didn't hear back, but everybody's busy. I don't stress about stuff like that. I'm like, in God's perfect timing. So anyways, he reached out and said, yes, he'd love to have us on our show. He's a pretty big name, which is kind of exciting because I think as smaller independent artists, we're always looking for that next break, that next level up, so to speak. So I was just sending a quick message to him. So as far as drama, who's your mama? I thought that was fun.
I'm not Johnny Bravo here,
Who?
Johnny Bravo. You can't make me sing the hits, kid.
Drama mama, who's your mama? I like that. That's funny. My mama, well, she's no longer with us, but she was awesome.
Ignoring it. You don't understand the Johnny Bravo reference.
I'd have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
The Brady Bunch.
Okay, that's nice.
When Greg became a pop star, Johnny Bravo, you don't remember Johnny.
No.
Okay, never mind. Let's move on.
Okay.
That's too dramatic.
Hi, Iris.
Hi, Riz. Welcome to the chat, the back way.
Totally great day.
What
It's
did you
like
say? I heard him say my
totally
name.
What's that?
She said, I heard him say my name. He said, hi, Riss.
Yeah.
She's standing in the hallway looking at me from the office, but looking at me in the office, rather.
Hey, Larissa, are you looking at your mother's computer?
Yeah. Just say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Watch this. Watch this.
Watch,
Ready?
watch. Oh my God, Chris, stop.
Now
Don't
you
look.
saw that
It's
sign.
awful. It's a poof thing. Take it off now. We were
Now
having
you
a very
see
nice
that.
conversation.
Now you see
decided
that.
to be such a dork. All right, let me finish this little thing.
My God, Chris.
It's toilet humor. Everybody likes toilet humor. You know what I say to Miss Diana when she gets like that?
Sometimes all your baby needs is attention or a change of scenery. Try making eye contact and talking to her or taking her to another room.
Sorry, guys. I felt that.
So the video said I should make eye contact.
Oh, who? That's creepy. Stop. All right, stop that.
Does my video flicker on your end? Because in my screen it's flickering, but it might be the lighting.
No, not at all. Actually, you look like you're in a black room. Everything is black.
I am. I turned off all the lights.
Okay, I will be right back. And I don't understand. It's not so hot. A couple of hobbits through. Wait. I missed so much.
So
Conversation.
producer lady, am I free to?
Thank you so much,
people?
Angela. That's awesome.
What did she say?
She said that she
You
wore
should've
our
just
Hero
been
Shack
it.
shirt. And when she
wow,
went out and was telling them where we were and everything like that. So I was just trying to catch up on the chat because I was sending that email and I apologize, everybody. It came in. I wanted to quickly respond.
See, my wife, she's so interesting when we go live. She starts getting really busy with the business. She starts contacting people.
Okay, hi. Sorry. Okay, so let's just put it out there. I've worked a 10-hour day. Wah for me. I'm cooking dinner, so I will be eating during the show. I apologize, Christopher. And I'm catching up on
That's
things.
a feature in some shows. So really, why don't you tell us what dinner is tonight?
I'm having fish sticks.
Can you show it when you get it? Like, can you show it on camera?
Yeah, and I'm having coconut shrimp. And I'm having some veggie sticks.
You'll be stealing George's gimmick when doing that, but
well, honestly, everything, it's all that, frozen food that you bake. But I did for lunch, for like a lupper, I had vegetable soup at work. And that I thought that was good, but I'm kind of hungry and a little
that word.
peckish.
That's
And
too dramatic. You can't say lupper.
I decided to have some wine because I've had a really long day and wine is always a good thing. So I'm glad to hear, Lorenzo, that you're not discounting the channel altogether. I think sometimes as creators that it's important for us to sit back and kind of turn things over in our mind and wonder, is this working? What is my ultimate goal? Like, what is your goal for your channel? Is it to bring other independent artists together? I don't know. So I've been really thinking about what is our goal?
The advancement of the sleaze stagnation.
Okay, well, that's a good goal. I mean, then don't cancel the channel.
No.
I'll become a sleaze stacky, and I just don't know how. Is there like a card I have to fill out? Do I have to pay membership dues? I will be honored to do that.
Boy, you're turning this into a money thing now. I like it.
No, not so much money, but I'll do like
Membership dues? Ooh.
I don't know. But hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I have to just take a quick break and I'll be right back, okay?
Hey, I have to go to the oven now.
I'm so tired right now.
At least turn your camera up.
What if your baby is a him? Whose baby? Who's having a baby? Rick, you're having a baby? No. What?
They are referring to this.
All your baby needs is attention or a change of scenery. Try making eye contact and talking to her or taking her to another room.
You two are already members.
So if it's a baby boy, I think what my
Rick?
mother did, my mother used to drop me.
Oh my God, Chris.
And she tried, like, she would get
You
extra
should
points
not
if I
say
hit
that
my
kind of
head.
stuff.
No, I
Your
know.
mother
I'm only
did not
teasing.
drop
God
you.
bless you, Mom. I know you didn't mean to drop me that many times.
My God, that's terrible.
The flat spot on the back of my head has nothing to do with any of it.
Okay. That's enough. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay, can you hold the fort?
I can try. I can't read the chat though. Let me see if I can make it bigger on my screen.
Well, you know
And don't
what?
tell me to wear my glasses. I'm not
Why
wearing
don't
those
you wear your
glasses.
glasses? We'll buy you better glasses. I'll be right back.
All right, let's see. Yeah, we're already members. She doesn't understand. You don't become a sleeve stacking. You are chosen. Anyways, so there's another announcement. We did put together the Hero Shack in Search of Heroes 2020 collection this weekend. That will be 105 pages of comic book fun featuring all 3 issues that were done in 2020. There would have been 4, but I also did Last of the Reapers in 2020. So that'll be coming out on Amazon. I'll let you guys know when that's ready. And even though Diana's not really aware, I already have a proof over to the printers for Cyclopian number 2. She's fully proofed it, so that's not the issue. I want to get any technical issues out of the way so we can pull the trigger on that one quicker. Yeah, I hear you, brother. The thing about it is, like, I went to start the Kickstarter for Cyclopian 2, and they reminded me that I can't even have a email campaign on Kickstarter until we finish fulfilling number 1. And I see why they do that, but I guess that's part of the frustration of crowdfunding, because I'm like, okay, we're going to fulfill, but they only have my word on it till it's done. So I get it, Nevertheless, Cyclopian 2 is like in the chamber, ready to go. So that's kind of exciting. We already know where that's going. And I had an epiphany about the plot. So I'm doing some major renovations for issue 4 and 5. Issue 3 is already planned out. I started Cluster Fudge 2. I can probably show you guys some of the sketches. I've been sharing some of the stuff on Twitter, but it is very adult oriented. So, I got to kind of be careful what I show in a public stream. And let's see. Oh yeah, I can show this part. I can pull this up. And now to share the screen, this should be weird and fun. I know this is kind of boring to watch, but I am stalling. The fish sticks are coming. I heard her go downstairs, which means she came up here and got them. That should be fun. Any second now, she shall return. All right, so I'm gonna start a new recording, and I'm going to use the iPad as my reference. And
I'm back.
Right.
Here I am. Yay
hey,
for
welcome
me.
back.
There.
Welcome
That's a
back.
better
Welcome
way.
back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I got everything really crispy, which is not a good thing. Sorry. What are we doing? Where are we at? What are we talking about?
Well, I was
fishy?
babbling, and I said I'd show some of the artwork that I've been doing.
Okay.
But then I got hung up in trying to get it, to share. It's still not doing it right. So maybe I won't be showing it. Let me check this one more time. Oh, I know what it is. My camera went all nuts. So let me disconnect that and see if that helps. Because I really don't need the camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least not for the moment.
Right.
So
no, you
why don't you show us what you're eating?
Food.
What kind of food? That's not how it works. If you're going to eat on a stream, you got to show everybody.
Okay. So let me turn my camera back on. Let me find out how to do that.
And I do wholeheartedly admit this is dramatically dangerous because we are stealing George's gimmick here.
Who's George?
George, the guy who draws the Blue Joe guy, the super.
I Am Jeff? I only know him by Jeff.
No, but he hangs out with the trash compactor, or he did. I don't know. With current drama, I don't know who hangs out with who right now.
Are you ready? So this is my dinner, everybody. It's overcooked fish sticks and some veggie sticks and some coconut shrimp with spicy
It actually
sauce.
smells a little better than you think.
It smells
really
delicious.
Does. Yeah, it smells better than you would know.
So I'll turn my camera off so I can eat my meal. Knock, knock. Cross
you're not
comment
gonna
says
eat in
knock,
front of
knock.
us?
Knock, knock. No, I'm
Who's
not gonna
there?
eat in front of you. Who's there?
You should eat with us.
I'm here. Not eating in front of you guys. That's rude. I can't share my fish sticks.
But you are.
So
eating
what
in
were
front
we
of us.
sharing? Huh?
I'm trying to figure out how to get my screen on because it's malfunctioning. I think I may have got it now, though. Hang on. Nope, that's not right. Let's try something a little different. It's really frustrating because normally it's on the first try, so I don't know why. I not too sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. All right, are you still there?
I am still here. I don't see
You can
anything
hear me?
though. I can hear you.
All right, hey, hang on. Let me check something. I totally just shut down my camera, which is crazy.
Mhm.
My audio is still okay. I can see it. All right, so now let me try
That's
to
so
share
weird.
What was?
That happened to you.
I think it's because of the software I'm using,
Mm.
and it's still not allowing me to use my QuickTime, which is weird. Usually I use QuickTime to share the video, and it happens rather seamlessly.
Huh.
Let me see. Somebody just popped in. You want me to open up the studio, baby?
Sure.
Let's see
Who is it?
It is Mr.
Ah.
Lorenzo.
Howdy.
Knock, coming at backstage. Hey, Lorenzo.
Is the air conditioner loud?
I can't hear it.
Hello.
Hello, finally.
Hey,
Hi,
Rick.
Rick.
Sorry, guys.
Oh.
I've been working at trying to get the share screen up, so I'm going to remove these videos. Why don't you guys talk for a few minutes, and I'll try to get the share screen up.
Alrighty. So, Lorenzo, you had a question about the air conditioner? You can hear it?
I was just wondering if people can hear it when my mic's on.
No, not at all. I can't.
Okay, so that was one of my concerns with streaming.
Mhm.
Is it's been so hot lately, but today it's a cooler day. I think it was raining earlier, so that might be why.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't hear your air conditioner at all, so that's
It was
good.
raining earlier here too, Lorenzo.
Yeah, it seems like we have similar weather.
Yeah, well, as we discovered, we're not too far away from each other.
Yeah, we're in the Great Lakes region.
We're pretty close to you, too.
Great.
Really?
Well, relatively speaking, like compared to Australia, we are so close.
Yeah. I think even Australia and New Zealand are quite a ways from each other.
Yeah, well, the east coast of Australia is a three-hour plane ride from New Zealand.
Oh. But Australia is a big continent, isn't it? I mean, not big for a continent, but pretty big for... It's a continent, right? Or
Yeah, Australia is a continent.
I mean,
and it's a continent and a country.
It's a pretty big country, I'll say.
Is it like the size of Texas or bigger?
Oh, bigger. Way bigger.
That is big. That is big.
That-
then.
that-
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it compares.
They've got 5 provinces.
Oh, wow. So they're like Canada size.
Yeah, well, they're not as big as Canada, but and they're probably not as big as the States, but
The states are kind of screwy because we got like Alaska and we got Hawaii, and then you kind of got like the weird districts all around.
Well, there's like the colonies. I mean territories.
Yeah.
Sorry, I let that one slip. It really is, because I mean, yeah, I think it was like a foreigner who had brought that up, and I'm like, yeah, they are colonies. Basically. Like I guess I've heard with the British that they actually take that some British people at least will take vacations to their territories, but I don't really hear about that as much. I mean, we got like Puerto Rico. It seems like somebody actually, like Americans would go and visit, who aren't of Puerto Rican ancestry. But I never hear about, I'm going on a vacation to Puerto Rico. I never hear that. It's really weird.
It has a total of 2,969,907 square miles. Australia.
Wow.
That does seem quite massive.
And Canada has 3,855,100 square miles. We are the second biggest country area in the world. Australia is the sixth.
But it's really
China.
I think the first might be China. Yeah.
China's got a huge clunk of like mountainous region and stuff.
But it also manages to have like this gigantic population.
That's because they know how to do it.
Well,
get it?
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is China's been around for like 2,000 years or 1,000 years, compared to the States is 250 years or whatever.
Well, there were people here before. I mean,
are you sure?
Not many of them left, but
yeah, but they weren't really a country. They weren't really all working together at that point.
Well, it wasn't like those gigantic empires like in what's now considered Latin America. I mean, obviously, before the Spanish and Portuguese people came over, it wouldn't have been called Latin America.
America's total area is 3,796,742 square miles.
That's insane.
And somehow you guys take up third and fourth place for total area.
What I was saying is like,
hello. Am I being very loud? I'm sorry.
I just want to know how they are.
They're very crunchy. I overcooked them.
You have to update everybody on what you're eating if you're going to eat. That's my only stipulation.
I'm so sorry. I'm eating zucchini veggie sticks right now, and they're very crunchy. I was looking at the show, the upcoming show. I'm very excited about it. It's a long show.
Who is it that you're going to be on, or can you say yet?
I can't say yet just because I haven't confirmed. But I was also talking about at the end of this month, July 30th, we will be at Mohegan Sun, the Terrificon. Comic-Con.
We're like one of those famous 70s bands that go there to tour. They go play the weekend, but we are playing the Great Cyclopian, ladies.
Yeah, there you go. So it's a 3-day event, guys. It's like Friday from 1:30 to 8, Saturday from 10 to 7, and then Sunday from 10 to 5.
So is that the comic convention?
Yeah, it's called the Terrificon.
Oh, Terrificon, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds terrific.
And the cool part is we've never gone before, so I'm very excited about it. And it has been so very long since we've attended a Comic-Con, so I'm super pumped about that.
That sounded like you said since we've offended a Comic-Con.
Who offended me?
No, I thought you said since we offended a Comic-Con. You said attended.
Since we have attended. We haven't offended any Comic-Cons. Oh my goodness.
You need to be
That's so crazy.
You need to be attentive to the Comic-Con.
Yes. So I'm just flashing random artwork up
Is
here from
it
the
there's
project.
not tentacles?
So
Yes, he has to fight a giant squid in issue 2.
why am I green in my icon?
No, that's cool.
Why are you green in your icon? You're not. You're looking at Lorenzo, I believe.
Oh,
Hang on, let me see.
I have a question.
Yes.
No. The answer is no.
When is the Great Cyclopian 2? When are we launching him?
As soon as we can. Kickstarter. I've already put up the whole campaign as far as the bones.
Yeah.
And I went to get approval so I could start a mailing list, like one of
Right.
those pre-mailing list deals.
Yeah.
And they said I couldn't until we were done fulfilling issue 1.
Right.
So
Well,
that's
that
going to
makes
be
sense.
another week or so. So we'll
Yeah.
have the campaign started by the end of the month here.
Okay. And actually,
Unless we
I'm
go
looking.
Indiegogo, which I don't want to do with this
No.
character.
No. I think we need to stay. We need to finish up this Cyclopean campaign. So I just wanted to tell this person that I'm talking to that it would be the end of the month. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I see.
You want to see what we do have? We're going to have available like in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can pull this up for you. I'm sorry, Lorenzo. What were you going to say, bro?
Oh, I was just saying it was raining wherever Angela is. So
Yeah, that's up where we live.
okay.
Yeah, she's Massachusetts bound too.
Are you doxing her?
Only by the state, but it's not that big of a deal because I know that like the state's not going to reveal anything. And besides, she might not actually live in Massachusetts. I met her there though. Actually, did we meet her in New Hampshire? Boy, I better shut up. So here's just some of the pages. These are all things that we've already released in this particular book, but it's the whole collection from 2020 of these heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of funny because these are no longer like to be considered canon. They're more developmental.
Mm-hmm.
But when you put it side by side with the 2019 volume and the soon to come 2021, which will be interesting because it'll be all featuring, Cyclopian, which is really
This
cool.
is true.
Here you see an ad I put in the middle of it.
How long is the next campaign going to be? How many days?
30 days, brother.
Uh-huh.
If I have my way, they're always 30 days because I'm just a 30-day kind of guy. But
I thought you could go longer on Kickstarter.
Oh, you probably can. It's more of a self-imposed cycle because I do believe in the 30 to 60 day cycle that Marvel and DC used to commit to. That was the comic routine that I grew up with. So I routinely try to follow that. And sometimes, well, what I'm doing now is learning how to go faster but be more accurate with my art. I'm trying to pull it up to the next level, which of course is always a challenge, but it's fun. That's what it's all about. So what you're looking at here is actually In Search of Heroes number 3, which was a 50-page end of the year book. Last of the Reapers, of course, was the 4th book of the year. So last year I was able to do quarterlies,
Cool. I can't wait till I can do monthlies.
Monthlies are harder if you're doing it all yourself. Like if I've got an inker or maybe a colorist and an inker, it would be much easier for me because depending on your level of pencils, I can go very, very quickly. Some pencilers are super fast, but their pencils might be sketchier than others. And there you see, okay, so this last page here with the epilogue on it, that one hung this one up at the printers because they did not like, and it's not them, it's the computer program that how should I put that? It analyzes everything and spits out what it doesn't like. It did not like the lower right-hand corner of this page. And it kept spitting it back, and it did so until I bordered it and reduced the artwork into the shell there. Otherwise, the whole 3rd issue is a complete bleed, which is interesting because you'll see. Oh, there's so many pages. Let me do it this way. if you'll see, if you go down here at the beginning of the year, which is all banded with red, I didn't know how to bleed. So everything was within a boundary. And it comes down to the same thing with issue 2, which was all blue.
Yeah.
And I did that just to kind of separate the phases that I was going through and creating. And I think that's something I'm trying to achieve, is just I want to constantly improve and constantly document it by producing books. And that's how they used to do it. You know, like if you were interested in making comics, you'd have to get out there, find a publisher who needed a good artist cheap, and just drum away until you were good enough to go up to the next level. You know, you might start at Shelton and end up, you know, on Marvel's doorstep someday. That was back in the day, though.
Right.
Now I'm more interested in promoting our own. What's that, bro?
I was going to say, now it's going to be eventually you'll end up at Cross Comic Store step.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think now we have a yes, Boxbar. It was in Mass. I think in this era we have a great opportunity to not only be self-promotional and owning our own IPs and building our own properties, but this is a great time to help people that needed the help to get in and were stuck because they were unable to get into the publishers. But we're able to help people who are, you know, not of that ilk, but still might want to come in. So, for instance, we're going to be hiring 2 different artists very soon for 2 different projects. And it feels good to be able to bring them in and try to teach them, you know, how to make a comic, how to get involved with it, with the hopes that they'll become their own publisher someday too, you know?
Yeah.
Self-publishing is such a, it's so awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely good I think it's good if you've got the creativity to do that, create the characters and all that, or, you know, and sort of run the business. But, you know, some people, you know, they can draw worth, you know, like nobody's business, but they don't have the creativity to, you know, create their own characters, if you will.
Yeah, and part of the, I don't know, I think part of the thing, especially when you're coming up from the bottom, is just having the sack to start throwing your stuff out there. And when you get criticized, because you will, you just take it and you make it constructive, even if it's a hurtful criticism. You know, even if someone's trying to bring you down, you turn that around and you recognize they're trying to bring you down because you're threatening them. You know, they're looking at you going, you know, if he gets any better, he might catch up. I need to tell this kid to stop. And of course, we're not children, we're grown men, but that's how I kind of play it. You know, I do the Karate Kid thing or the Rocky thing in my head. I'm like, yo, Adrian, I'm going to go get the champ. Adrian's not even talking to us, so the fish sticks must be really good.
Sorry, I was listening. And you were on such a cool roll, I didn't want to interrupt your...
Somebody needs to, because I go and go, honey.
It's okay.
Is it?
I think we have,
I don't know. I can't see anything because of my eyes.
Well, it's because you don't put your glasses on, you weirdo.
I can't see how many. I can't tell if that's 9 or 4 or 8.
I see none.
It's 0.
0. We can't see any of it. So put your glasses on. You don't even have your video on. Why are you being so silly?
I'm seeing everything from the 2 Facebook channels and the YouTube channel combined.
Okay. All right.
On my StreamYard little.
It doesn't really matter. We are here to talk about Hero Shack Press and any of our friends
talk a little bit about that.
About what?
Everything is now legal. I have to start adding TMs to everything.
Yeah.
Because we are now a legitimate LLC.
Yeah.
With copyright and trademarks and function.
Yeah, good. So now it has come down to the wire, and I am trying. I'm working very hard at putting together different ideas and strategies to get us.
Yeah, hopefully I make enough money with my next book to do that. go.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, we've been at this for what, 3 years now, Chris? 2 years, 2.5, 3 years. And
well, the first book was 2019, the second one 2020. So this is our third year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, I started getting back into it in 2018, but I didn't publish until 2019. 2019, I turned out 4 issues, and they are definitely, they show signs of the grind, trying to improve, trying to get, and I think what I'm seeing now, because especially 2021 is almost over. We're more than halfway there. When we start having, this is going to be our third year of books, and we'll have another, we'll combine all the 2021 stuff into a combined book, and we'll have 3 volumes from 3 years. It's starting to get like a Japanese creator when they just start building a library. And I'm excited because you'll be able to see the evolution of all the skills that we're picking up, whether it's the creating and the coloring and the drawing.
That's true.
Or whether it's your editorial and professional skills and the ability to fulfill.
Yeah.
We're like a well-oiled machine for a little mom and pop shop.
Well, I'm very passionate about, getting this business out there. I think it's very important on so many different levels. One of the first level for me is, as my husband, you're fulfilling a dream that I know you've always had. So I'm really excited to be a part of that. The second is, I feel like we can really reach different markets from other independent creators because of what we do for a living. So like,
to be clear, the Cyclopian book, we're really hoping to get it into the hands of a lot of kids. Because kids just don't really have the same incentive to read today than ever before. Even video games, like when my son was growing up, I will admit I didn't push him to read books. I pushed him to play Nintendo games, because in order to play the Nintendo game and understand what was going on, he had to read the cinematics. And that sounds like a small thing, but I'm telling you, kids don't have the incentive to read now that they did 10, 15 years ago. And part of that is they can't go into a local, pharmacy or the convenience store and catch the comics on the rack. Those are gone. And even if they were there, they would be priced $5, $6, $7, $10, and the kids wouldn't be able to afford them. We used to get comics. I remember going in and getting them, 50 cents a shot, and they were way cheaper than that before I got involved.
Yeah, well, it's hard to say. It depends on what a kid's allowance is, too. Some kids will only get $5 for allowance because, the parents are poor. But some kids, would get, a greater allowance. I know I never had an allowance technically when I was a kid, but other kids did. 50 cents would have been a lot probably to you when you were a kid.
Oh, heck yeah. You know what, though? I remember, and this is so American, I guess, but I knew that if I scrounged my parents' vehicles and the couch, I could always get 50 cents as long as I waited a day or two. I'd go down there with 5 pennies and, 6 nickels and a couple of dimes. I'd work it all out, and I'd go down there and buy my comic.
Hey.
Yeah. Diana, hey.
The third thing that I wanted to throw out, because you kind of ran with the whole reach into kid market and stuff, which is good. And that's one of the markets that we're targeting. The other market that I really want to target is the deaf community. So it's something that many people, I don't know, how many people in this room and listening know a person who is legally deaf? Most people don't. It's a pretty small population, and I think.
Well, I know a few who are illegally deaf.
Illegally deaf, ha ha ha.
Now, understand, the legally deaf is kind of like legally blind, right? They can have some sensory perception, but it's nowhere near normal enough to be called a functional sense.
Right. But for Cyclopian, we know that he has no ability to hear sound.
Correct.
So he's deaf by the definition that we're giving it. He is deaf.
A complete deaf, yeah.
Yeah.
And a complete mute.
Well, no, and complete mute is not an accurate term to use. It's not something that they use anymore in the deaf community because mute almost gives the impression that he can't communicate, that he's silent, that there's nothing coming out of him. And that's not necessarily true because he does use American Sign Language. So this is kind of part of the planning, the thinking, the planning process that I'm doing is I want to target that, like educating people that deaf mute is not really what they're called. They're called deaf. And hey, Terry, I am considered hearing impaired as well. I do not hear very well. So I think for me, and as I get older, my hearing gets worse. And of course, it's a big joke in my family, which is cool. Even at work, especially with a mask, I can't read people's lips. So I am like, what? Today, somebody asked me where the trash was. I thought they were talking about the data sheet we were going over. I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying. They finally pulled their mask down and said, trash, where's the trash? I'm like, oh, dear God. So I'm just putting that out there as different marketing places, different areas that I'm looking to target other than just your regular comic book readers. So that's kind of, I'm just sharing that. That's part of what I feel like separates Chris and I from a lot of independent artists, and not in a bad way. It's just like we're in our kind of our own weird little.
Well, the difference is I have someone like you who's looking at it differently than I would, so that's cool.
Yeah. So, anyways, I have monopolized the conversation. I'm going to go back to eating my fish sticks.
Yeah, your wife is being asked, "Where's the trash?" and she hears, "Where's the guy?" and starts handing it over. Right here. Here's the cash.
Oh, so Terry's talking about veterans who were working on an aircraft.
Exactly.
That would be Air Force type stuff. That's some loud stuff too. Jet engines and even the propeller ones are freaking god awfully loud from World War II.
I had a friend who both of his parents were totally deaf. So,
well, for me as a creator, it's been a total contemplation thing because I knew one girl who was deaf when I was in my early 20s and she wanted nothing to do with me. And other than that, I really haven't had too much experience around deaf people. I've been around hearing impaired people who could hear but weren't 100%. I've known a couple of children who were deaf, but like it's not been something where like Diana jokes about her hearing impairment, but she's far from deaf, you know. It's just that she misunderstands a lot because she's losing or has lost, I think, part of the spectrum of hearing, you know, like.
Yes, I'm not.
Megahertz and like,
right.
This is just me throwing a number out, but if you and I are 1 through 10 on the spectrum of hearing sounds, she's like, 3 through 7.
Right.
Yeah.
She's listening to the high end and some of the low end.
Yeah, and it's been proven as you get older, your register of various certain sound spectrum, for lack of a better word, goes, like you may have heard of mosquito sounds. It's not like the mosquito, the bug, but kids were using these to communicate with their phones in school a few years back, where they can hear like over like the 80 megahertz, where you and me can't hear over the 80 megahertz.
Right.
So they get their phone to ring on this 80 megahertz and above.
That's pretty ingenious, really.
I might be off on the number. I'm just making up a number, but I learned.
I know you're right. Yeah, you're right. Though I remember reading something about that where they had found a frequency that the adults weren't being able to hear.
Yeah,
and they could signal each other, right?
Yeah, and as you get older, that it goes lower and lower, which you can't hear over as adults or older people.
That's why it's important to eat your Wheaties.
Yes.
Yes, Wheaties help your hearing, And I hear fish sticks hurt it.
You're funny.
I hear if you eat fish sticks, your hearing goes down.
Do you guys remember the South Park episode about fish sticks?
That sounds fishy, Chris. That sounds a bit fishy.
That was great.
Hey, honey, do you like fish sticks?
I love fish sticks. Yes. Can you hear
Where do
me
you put-
eating
Where do you put those?
in the oven?
And then where do they go from there?
On a plate.
And then from there?
Usually in my mouth, my belly. I don't know.
Oh, you need to show her that episode.
What are you talking about?
Fish sticks.
You guys are so weird.
Kanye wasn't it Kanye West? He like ended up having an existential crisis or something. He went
Oh
off to
dear
sea.
God, no.
He was very upset about fish sticks, yes.
Yeah, he went off to sea and became a.
He loved fish sticks, but he didn't love fish sticks.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so we're making
You
cluster.
lost me on that, but that's okay.
Yes, I'm going to enlighten you later, honey.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
Actually, if you would think about it, this is such toilet humor that it was something that Jace, me, and the girls once laughed about profusely because I remember you playing the same bait. You were like, "Yep, I like fish sticks. They go in the oven, then they go on the plate, then they go in my mouth."
You guys are just really weird.
It was a weird episode.
It was a horrible episode, honey. I don't even want to show you the episode.
Diana, don't worry. I don't know what they're talking about either. I haven't seen that episode of South Park.
Thank you.
Blame Canada.
Yeah.
No, I've seen that movie of South Park.
South Park was actually horrible, but I will tell you, as a bad parent, the bad part of me, I allowed my son to watch South Park, even though I banned SpongeBob.
I don't
Good choice. I mean, out of the two, it seems like SpongeBob kind of. I thought it was real creative at first, but it's been going on for like years, and somebody needs to take Old Yeller out to the shed. And
well, I really thought that South Park was an intelligent form of humor, despite its crudeness. Like, you know how they can just play off something in satire. I think my favorite one was the Redskins when they tried to take over the logo from the NFL.
Oh yeah, was that Cartman? Because the trademark was available.
Yeah, and they took it and they just started to make stuff, Redskin stuff.
Well, the problem is
that's a perfect
parody. South Park's parody is becoming reality.
Yeah, that is a problem, isn't it?
And yeah, it's so they're able to
look at the episode with Macho Man in it. That is now reality.
Yeah, I don't think I remember that one, but I bet you it is. So much of what they've done has been.
It's the one where he's a trans athlete.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
I don't know. Did they officially call him Macho Man in there? It was a guy who looked just like Macho Man.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether they called it, but they, you know,
we all knew who he was.
Sound like Macho Man.
Oh yeah! Oh, I was Heather Swank or Swine or something like that.
Oh yeah, I should say she. You know, we know who she was because it was a trans woman character.
You know,
but who looks like Macho Man Randy Savage?
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
Yeah, well, I guess you're gonna have to look up that episode afterwards.
I just, you know, that's the kind of drama in life that I think we all just have to kind of deal with until society sorts out what it wants to do with everything. There's like two really hardcore left and right, you know, groups that are fighting it out, and I feel like anybody in the middle is kind of stuck right now. Diana and I, we're hardcore believers in God, but we're also, you know, I think we're quite open and liberal about things. You know, we've never freaked out if someone's gay or if they're trans. We don't act like that. That's not really what it's about. And yet, you know, if you're not 100% positive, like, you know, supportive, you're automatically shoved into the kind that they think would burn the trans people at the stake or something. Nothing, you know. I hate
Yeah.
that. There's no I don't know. There's no way to get in between the two of them without them saying you're on the other one's side.
Yeah. Oh, on a completely sort of different topic, Lorenzo or anybody, did you guys get to watch The Chosen at all?
I have not yet.
Oh, I haven't got a chance. I'm trying to get caught up on that Godzilla. Was it Singular Point? Such a weird name. I think I'm on episode 3 only.
Do you like it?
I like what I've seen. It's not like thus far we haven't seen Godzilla, but it's like. But we saw Rodan or a whole like fleet or whatever of Rodan flying through the air.
No, see that's crazy because when it's weird
Flock,
because like
I guess.
in Cyclopian 1, I made sure before the end of the book I had him in the costume at least once because I felt like if someone read the book, they deserved to see the costume. I can't imagine 3 episodes without Godzilla. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the 4th one either, so I don't know.
Wow. Is it well? If it's good, it's good. It just sounds crazy to me. Like to have.
Well, they're
that much...
introducing the origin stories for these different kaiju, I think.
Now, see, here's the funny thing. This is my problem. I never care about any of the story. I'm always like, just put on the monsters. I'll be happy. I could watch, an hour and a half of Godzilla fight King Kong without any human narrative, and I would have loved it even more. Or any of the, the first Godzilla movie where, who was it that he fought? In the first, not the very first one, but the first one of this new universe stuff. Anyways, Mothra? No, Mothra might have been there, but I'm not familiar with.
I didn't see Mothra, but
I think she might have been in it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, if they just showed monster fights and the plot was based on grunts and submissive moans and ferocious denials and fights, I would follow that. I would think that was even better. I hate trying to a human character for it,
No, it was actually difficult though back in like early sci-fi to show much of a monster in a movie. It would just be like.
Yeah, back then I understand it a lot more. And actually,
in a cartoon, you should be able to show it, every episode.
The Japanese were cute to us as Americans, I think, and that may sound on some level almost racist, but it's not meant to be. It was a novelty in the sense that I used to enjoy seeing Japanese people on the screen, even if they were poorly dubbed with English overdubs, It was kind of cool. It was like, oh, wow, look at that. They made this movie. This is freaking cool.
How many were there really giant monster movies coming out of the U.S.? I guess there was King Kong. I almost called him Hong Kong.
So, guys, I have a question after. Can I ask it real quick right now? Has anybody here heard of coffee? Not the kind you drink, coffee,
Yeah.
Coffee, KOFI.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Okay.
I've heard of it.
So what are your thoughts? Can you share your thoughts? Like, what do you think about that website?
I think nobody uses it.
Not everybody's got one, but I don't know if anybody uses it.
Terry?
You have to remember it's a Patreon alternative, so.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's all I wanted to hear. So it's not like, oh, wow, it's the coolest site ever.
Isn't Subscribestar a Patreon alternative as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I have both. I have a Subscribestar and a Patreon.
But what about
that's
a
what
coffee?
OnlyFans was supposed to be for too, right? But they got kind of inundated with models.
Oh, so they didn't start out that way? I thought it was like.
No, I think initially OnlyFans was supposed to be another, like you come and get exclusive content from the stars. And from,
well, I guess you get exclusive content. But...
Oh yeah, they went far into that range.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I guess you have to be careful these days because you never know how people are going to take your terms, and they might just figure out a way to get around them.
Well, when are their terms of service? Maybe they allow for people to share their loots or what?
I'm sure there must be something in there that
Service?
allows it. There has
But
to be.
they got up close and personal.
Yeah. But the thing about Patreon was you were supposed to be able to use it to show uncut versions of your YouTube videos or whatever.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't think you can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can only do so much on YouTube, so they have two versions. One, which most creators keep behind a paywall on Patreon, where you can see all the uncut versions of the videos.
Yeah, so I think you probably upload. You don't upload it to YouTube, but you upload it to Patreon, and anybody behind the certain paywall can watch.
Yeah.
Things. Longer videos. Like there's people that do reaction videos to movies or whatever for watching the first time. So on YouTube, you see a 10-minute video of this because of YouTube's guidelines. But there you can maybe see the whole hour and a half of them watching whatever movie.
Oh, speaking of YouTube guidelines, if you want to watch somebody who kind of skirts YouTube guidelines, well, check out Nurkish's channel. Oh man,
really?
Yeah. I think he's got a couple channels, but oh man, it's like kind of. He was like so offensive that the war campaign tried to cancel him for being too offensive.
Oh wow,
that's pretty bad, right? I mean,
well, it wasn't all necessarily him. There was a server that he had stopped. He was no longer involved in, and someone else was running it, and they.
Oh,
there was some unfortunate stuff on there that I think was intended as a joke, but it was just. Anyway, Nurkish's actual show there wasn't as bad as the server. Also, Nurkish was writing a certain. Nurkish and Cecil were working on a book called Cash Grab, and it was going to. And it was originally going to poke fun at Comicsgate, and then it was interesting how.
I now know.
I don't want to go. I guess I shouldn't be going through that again and bringing up the. I don't want people going after Nurkish again. I'm just saying that, like, long before the Trash Compactor show or the War Campaign show, there was like a Nurkish's show.
Hey, so Trash Compactor show. I got a question because I'm not sure I understand, but I think I do now. There's been a fallout between Soy Rage and Testify, right?
Oh, I'm not going.
Is that genuine? Is that real?
I'm not going this. Neither of these guys are here, but
no, I don't know either of them very well. But I think that they have. I think there's a beef going on.
I'm not going. It's just.
That's all right though. They're gonna feud, and then they won't feud, and then they'll be back together again, and then they'll create another show. And then they'll do it for a while. I mean, that seems to be like the MO for a lot of these shows, the bigger shows that have a lot of drama. And I guess it's okay. I mean, it's what they do.
Well, I'm not even sure it's intentional. I'm no longer on Testify server anymore. And
so you mean on Discord, right?
Yeah, I'm no longer on there.
Yeah, see, I guess I have a Discord server. When you make an account, they kind of give you one, right?
I have one.
But I don't do anything with it. But I guess some people have. That's the point.
Well, I think I had to create it separately, but I created like the same. Was it the same day I joined Discord? Maybe not. I think it was later.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to have a channel for Discord to just be on it.
So I don't know enough about it. I've been on it. Like I was in Preston Poulter's server for a little while, but then I had a fallout and I left it. I just, whatever. And that's
so
I just didn't understand. Like, I guess that's usually what they refer to when they're talking about a server. It's usually Discord.
Yeah.
I'm on I have a Discord server as well. I'm on Discord and I have a Cross Comics one, you know.
Right.
Chris, you do have a Discord account.
Yeah, I know I
Yeah,
do.
you
I never used it.
don't have a Discord server unless you created one.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't think
You might be
I
able
don't
to
know
be
if I
more
did or
than
not.
one. Some people have multiple Discord servers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found it confusing, really.
It is confusing. It's taken me months, and I still don't completely know how to use it. But
Yeah.
it is an alternative to Twitter.
Well,
And that's
honestly,
something positive.
I became paranoid that I was going to do something stupid and everybody would like just ridicule me because that's how the internet is. So when I
Yeah.
don't feel any part of control, I'm like, yeah, I just won't play here. I'll go home and play with myself. That sounds crazy, right? But that's the thing.
You
I just
don't
won't go
want
in
to know
there.
what you do behind closed doors, Chris.
Oh no, I meant video games, guys.
Oh, okay.
Gee.
Going to have to play with your joystick, I see.
No, I generally use directional pad. They're all retro, man. Hang on. I'll see if I can find something here. I'll show you. Just because it's getting late.
I see there's a company that's making there's companies making like their own like replicas of the old Atari joysticks.
Oh, you know what?
Which were kind of crap, but they were kind of cool.
they were crappy cool.
Yeah, they're kind of a hybrid. I mean,
What were you gonna say, Chris?
Diana's been watching me watch videos on this for some time now.
Dear God,
I'm really getting into
doesn't
the retro
stop.
stuff.
Yeah,
Like
it's
super
all
much.
he
into the
watches,
retro.
guys.
I mean, they
All of it.
weren't the high. I don't think they were maybe the highest quality, but I still have them from when I was a kid.
Well, define the
joysticks.
highest quality, because I would agree the graphics are not super detailed. I would agree that, you know.
Oh, I'm just talking about the cheaper joysticks that they had.
Oh, you're talking about actual hardware. Honey, what are you doing, babe?
I'm making a noise. Sorry.
Yeah, they're joysticks. I mean, they're standard joysticks. They probably aren't the most like world's most comfortable or whatever, but I've still got them from when I was a kid, and they never wore out. So
No, it didn't. That was the problem. That was the problem. A joystick would never wear out.
how's that a problem?
Well, if you make something, if it doesn't wear out, no one will buy another one.
Oh,
Right,
I
you
see.
want
Yeah.
planned obsolescence. Actually, that's what killed a lot of the American automobile market, because they found the imports found that they just had to make it a little more reliable than our stuff, which they literally did plan obsolescence into a lot of the machines they made here.
Yeah, it was kind of weird with like the Toyota, like my dad again the Toyota pickups during the 70s, and I think they were made over in Japan, where the metal would all just kind of rust out up here in northern Michigan with all the salt on the roads
yeah, they were horrible initially, weren't they?
Yeah, well, they would. I think they had to use. I think all they had to work with was like scrap metal from like left over from the war or something. I don't know. I mean, so but the engines would keep running like forever. It seemed like it was just the rest of the thing would rust out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Toyota really did make sturdy vehicles.
So.
I do remember my first neighbor to get a Subaru, though.
Oh, that might have been later on. Was this like in the 80s though?
This might have been late 70s, early 80s.
Oh, really? Okay, so that was around the time period when my dad bought. He would get these Toyota pickup trucks. Though I don't think there were any. I think they might have been kind of small for a pickup truck, especially not anywhere near as nowadays. They're practically like monster trucks or something. I mean, they got these lifts and the oversized tires and everything. I think just standard on the vehicles. I think the Toyotas were like a little bit on the small side, but he'd like put a box on the back of them, and he used it for his electrical business.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like this. Yeah, it just had this box that you could just like store a bunch of stuff in there, and I think you probably didn't have to worry like if it rained or whatever. Nothing's gonna like get wet.
Is this what from Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have it on the Famicom too, but I'm terrible at it. I'm supposed to guide him through the city safely, and I never do a good job of it.
How is the Famicom version nearly identical, or is there some?
Yeah, the difference is the Famicom or the Super Famicom version is in Japanese.
Okay, so there are some versions where I know that like there was different stuff included in the U.S. and maybe then in Europe and as well in Japan there might be like different versions of the game besides just the language differences.
Oh, yeah, I bet you there are. I just realized though I can go faster than that.
Like I think some might have been more censored in one country than the other. I'm not talking about this game in particular. I'm just saying.
Well, Super NES also had a lot of issues with censorship because of the blood and stuff. Mortal Kombat was a big problem with that.
Wasn't it the Genesis that had the least censored versions typically of like the fighting?
They had the blood code. And the blood code made everything wonderful.
Oh, so it could be turned on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't necessarily on by default, but you could turn it on.
Exactly. But I think the code for it actually showed up in the startup screen or something.
Okay. It seemed like they were going for like a teenage and adult demographic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whereas Nintendo at that time, I think they were trying to make it more kid friendly. It's funny because nowadays Nintendo, you're not going to get any sort of like patch for the Nintendo Switch necessarily that's going to show like nudity, but you're going to see a less censored version of the game sometimes than like on the Sony PlayStation.
Yeah,
it was kind of ironic because PlayStation used to be the more adult oriented like the Genesis.
But I think we always need to remember Nintendo's never going to give you the greatest hardware or software. They're just going to give you what they're great at,
Yeah, they used to be really about like the Nintendo 64. I think that was 64-bit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But starting with the Wii, I think was it starting with the Wii or the Wii U where it wasn't? Oh, go ahead.
Well, the 64 was in trouble right off the bat because they went with cartridges, so they didn't have all that extra disk space. Then you had the problem with the Wii was it was actually behind the competitors horsepower-wise, processing power.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was like starting with the way they started.
Well, I remember there was the GameCube in between those two as well.
That's true. I love GameCube.
Wasn't that actually quite technologically advanced? And then they came out with Microsoft came out with the Xbox, which
the problem was they settled that one with a mini DVD fake disc thing, like a proprietary thing.
Oh,
so they went discs, but they didn't go. Go ahead, Terry.
No, the GameCube was the one with the mini disc, which was more expensive to produce than any other game. That's why the games always cost so much.
Yeah, and it couldn't hold as much memory as the cheaper discs.
Oh wow! They probably didn't want to pay for whatever patents or whatever to license the.
Well, it's just Nintendo. They think like,
Yeah.
okay, everybody's going to pirate our stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like they're going to do it anyways, dudes. But they sacrifice innovation for reliability and for consistent profit. And
It's weird though. They've got those Joy-Cons, which seem pretty
I hate
innovative.
the Joy-Con.
Yeah, it seems a bit gimmicky though. I mean, it seems kind of innovative and it seems kind of gimmicky. So.
Oh, it is. The thing about it is, I didn't like
the GameCube was you could take it anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. The handle.
Yeah, it was designed, but then somebody made a screen for it and a battery pack to attach
I
to it,
remember that.
which made it even more portable. You can take the thing outside and just play all day.
Oh, that's cool.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I suck at this game.
So, which baseball game is this?
That's Ken Griffey Jr. I grew up with it, and if I put the time into it, I could play it again. But I'm just kind of running through things.
I hate most baseball games on consoles.
Do you really?
Because you can never really control it, so you'd actually be there. It seems you can be there. In real life, you're running or whatever ahead of time. There's just so much that you're trying to control the whole outfield at the same time. It's like switching over. No, I have this game.
But isn't baseball different in Canada?
No.
Like, doesn't Justin Trudeau have to run around because there's all those people pissed off at him for all his blackface?
No, that's not.
They chase around him to different bases. And if they catch him, they
wrong sport.
Huh?
That's wrong sport. That's golf.
Oh, okay, that's Canadian golf.
No, I would call it the Canadian version of Lantern.
All right, let's see what I can do here. I bet you I suck at this game more. Oh, and it's Superman right off the bat.
Yeah.
Come on, I want to get a visit from the Canadian Secret Service.
Do what?
Am I going to get a visit from the Canadian equivalent of the Secret Service for my Justin Trudeau comment?
Yeah.
Do they have a Secret Service?
I don't know. Well, probably it's part of the RCMP.
What's that?
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Oh, so it really is part of the Mounties. I was gonna say, it's probably the Mounties.
Those are for real? I thought.
Yeah.
Mounties are real?
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're the Canadian equivalent to the FBI.
Really? There are federal things, but they're federal and technically they're a bit provincial for some of your provinces. We only have 2 provinces at the moment with their own police force. And
Have you guys
Ontario and Quebec.
Have you guys seen the lumberjack skit that Monty Python did? And they got them singing Mounties in the background.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, you probably don't want to put that on air because it's copyrighted.
It's vulgar.
It's just copyrighted. Probably.
All this stuff is no, not really. This stuff is all emulated games.
No, I'm talking about Monty Python, which is owned by
no. I was about to say. I think this is probably too, but I don't think it is.
I doubt that's like some sort of. I doubt the BBC is going to go after you for a video game.
Look at those graphics, man. Look at those graphics.
There was a BBC microcomputer. I don't know if it was the British Broadcasting Corporation or a different BBC.
Ooh, different views. And now I don't know how to go back to it. Oh, there we go. So I'm kind of sorry because nobody else can play with me.
I can't believe you're playing video games. You're so lame.
Well, I figured I'd give people something to look at.
Oh, of course.
What else can I
Good
do?
to have something on the screen.
You can draw.
What?
How did you get here? I thought we were like comic books. How is this
We are,
related
but
to
you
comic
stopped
books?
talking. You stopped talking to completely.
The British
Well, 'cause you
Broadcasting
guys were
Corporation
talking.
Microcomputer System, or BBC Micro.
Oh, look, honey, you made the car stop.
Oh wow, sorry.
It's depressed.
So that's
Oh,
something
really,
to check
Dad?
out is the BBC Micro, because that was
Honey, look, the car's in reverse now. He's trying to come back to you.
No.
No, that car is not in reverse. It's just going the wrong way.
Oh, he's turned it around now. He's coming back the other way to you.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I can actually make this like a derby. No, I can't keep with him well enough to hit him. Oh, there's more coming up the backside, honey.
Yeah.
Okay, that just sounded wrong.
I know. I tend to misphrase things.
so the British had all sorts of like the computers that weren't available in the U.S., like the BBC Micro, and I guess the Sinclair ZX Spectrum or ZX Spectrum. Well,
I think that was a lot
available,
like the
but
Texas Instruments ones.
huh?
I think that's the same stuff as the Texas Instruments stuff, but I'm not sure.
Well, that was Texas Instruments was Radio Shack, but no, but like the BBC Micro did use some Texas Instrument parts. I think maybe they're sound.
Over. You are the weakest link.
But the thing is,
Goodbye.
there's video games that you can get. I mean, that people can play nowadays. Like, I mean, like with an emulator.
Right. Well, that's what I use. I
You
just
know,
use an emulator.
there's like these British systems that weren't very either not available here, or I think with the ZX Spectrum, it wasn't. It was only available in certain regions of the country, the regions in the U.S. So, but there's a lot of classic games that we
Remember,
weren't really able
Texas
to play in
Instruments
the
made the
U.S.
best learning toys.
I really don't know. I don't remember any good learning toys.
Well, they actually did. Like with the Atari 400 and Atari 800, you could get like you could get basic and learn how to program and stuff. And
Yeah, I always wanted one, and my mom always didn't get me one.
oh no,
I did that with Commodores at school, and my mom actually got me an Atom, which was the Coleco computer.
Diana, what kind
wow.
of games were you Did you get Mike any computers, or was it all video games like Nintendo and Genesis?
It was all video game systems.
Yeah, he got into computers later, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
did.
the thing, I didn't know. So Coleco had their own computer.
Yeah.
Coleco, yeah, they had the Atom.
Yeah, so I
And I
probably
heard it was
I've
bomb.
probably seen some videos about them, but I need to watch some more because
Yeah, it's
Don't
an
know much
interesting
about it.
story about how they kind of flubbed that up. Because they definitely had a good chance at making something of themselves there.
Yeah. I had the Atom myself.
Was it worth it?
I think so. I got it for a Christmas present, so.
Ah, good. So you liked it.
Yeah. I must admit, I probably used it more as a video game thing because it had the cassette deck for for quote unquote computer games. So
I might have seen this before.
although I did do a little bit of programming with it, but it wasn't computers back then weren't like what they can do today. They were just basically video games and learning how to do small little programs. Most of the time you couldn't do some big program.
Yeah, I remember when I was in high school, and this is going to date myself a little bit, but we used to work on terminals with a mainframe, and it was all
wow.
basic language, and we were making text games, and the fun in it was just
Really?
making your
That's pretty
game.
cool.
Well, it was just making your game fun enough in text, which was always a challenge. So you had to.
Those were some of the best games, or the text adventure games, or
Yeah,
just
well, I
any sort
loved
of text
playing it
game.
like that. In the beginning, that was the bomb because that was all we really had. Other than little 2600 block games.
I like those text mod games. Yeah, the online text games.
I haven't played any.
Like they're like they're called multi-user dungeons or multi-user domains mods.
I haven't.
Hey,
I
Tim.
haven't even checked them out.
Timothy Olson's in the chat.
Oh, hey, what's up, Tim?
Oh, what about the old VCR board games? Yeah.
They had VCR video games too.
Yeah, one.
So Diana,
hello.
Which comic
Yes.
is going on? Are we going to be able to get issue 2 up at Mohegan Sun as well?
Gee, that's a really good. Probably
Is
not.
there a chance that we could
I mean,
have
we
that?
could.
ready?
We could. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it's up to. Yeah, we could. We'll see.
I wonder if there's any demand for it.
I don't know. We'll have to
Have
check
we
it out.
built up any momentum? Can we pull this off?
Maybe we can. Oh my goodness, that would be so cool.
I'm
Wouldn't
trying
it?
to bring it back to comics for you because I know you're just going, why are they doing this to me?
No, it's all good. It is what it is. We're good with that. Yeah.
It's all good used to be code when I was mad at her.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, honey, it's okay. It's all good. And she would go, okay, it's not all good. I know it's not good if you say that. So I know it's not good, babe. You're upset with me.
No, I'm not upset with you. Why would you say such a thing?
Because you said it's all good.
Yeah, but not like that. Why would you say that? Come on now, don't be silly.
Well,
in some ways, I'm having fun with you.
if you continue this recourse, it might not be all good.
Yeah, really, right? So do you remember? Does anybody here remember In Search of Heroes? Was that a lost year, or does?
I remember it.
Okay, you count.
Okay.
Cool.
Why? Why are you asking that?
I only remember it because now I remember you saying about it, like, in the last few weeks. I know you guys.
Yeah, no, we did it, and it was funny because I actually have real live people in it, but we don't really talk anymore. I used to, at the drop of a hat, oh, you want to be in a comic? No problem. I'll add you to one of mine, and so this one is kind of funny. I don't think it's actually been to print before, whereas issues 1 and 2 were. So it's kind of crazy. It's like, wow, check this out. So we'll see where it goes. I'm excited.
Yeah. The only thing I do sort of remember when you guys had Cluster Fudge up, or were doing that, the original one. Or I remember hearing about it. I didn't know anything about it, but
well, as dark as it is, issue 2 has to bring it up the light side now, and that's going to be the challenge because it gets really dark in issue 1.
yeah, I've got to read that tomorrow. I'm gonna probably try and read that. Actually, tomorrow.
I will tell you, I was quite amazed at how polarizing the book could be. Some people loved it, some people hated it. It was a very it's a very you either dig it or you don't. You know what I mean? It's not it wasn't a book that left anybody really quiet. They all had something to say. And I was excited. The art was praised, but the story got some people upset. And I think that, like I said, when we first heard the reviews, I think that's because what they thought I would write would be different. But issue 2 is coming. It's going to be different.
Yeah, and actually, I need to read Melvin #1 as well by Timothy. I got a digital copy of that, and I haven't read it yet.
Well, like I was telling Diana, I want to try to figure out a way to have some content, older content available online for free. And I haven't convinced her yet. I got to figure out a way. She said maybe with a sign in, like an email sign up. And I know where she's going with that. It's just, gosh, that's an extra step.
I'm so sorry.
You could just put it on. Do you have a website yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could just put it on your website. Part of one of the things, free content, older books or whatever, and just have the pages up there so that people can click on them and they go big.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking at some point, after I negotiate it with my management, and I will negotiate it with Diana because she's very good at business. If she lets me do it, there'll be a good reason.
Wow,
I just have to convince her.
Very good. I'm just.
No, you keep me in line.
Well, yeah, but
Otherwise,
I don't think that.
Otherwise, I would be doing things really stupid. You know that.
Or do you have? Well, do you still have You still have physical copies too, right? Of those.
Yeah.
You should have, depending on what, you should do limited tiers on your campaigns, maybe for them for older books. See whether they sell. Worst thing is nobody sells them. You already have them, right?
No, we order all our books on demand.
Oh, okay.
The big part about our campaigns is what we add to them beyond the book. Hang on, let's see who's here.
Probably
I can't read this. So. Oh,
Probably
cool. All right.
You guessed right. Now guess what your prize is. Jack Squat.
I think I did those in the gym.
What's my prize? My prize is having to talk to you.
You sure you want that kind of prize? Sounds more like a nightmare.
You're right. It probably is a nightmare. And the reason I was able to guess is I seen Lorenzo put the thing in the chat, so I figured Timothy clicked it.
Yes,
yeah.
I had so many.
Fine. Yeah, I only put the link in the.
So many witty remarks.
I only put the link in the chat because it was already in the chat earlier.
Yeah, I've been doing that all night. It's fine.
See, the problem with Timothy is you think they're witty, they're not.
Oh, whatever. Jealous.
Oh, you're jealous of the Punisher.
No.
Of the what?
Don't just. Why would I be jealous of the Punisher?
Because I got the nickname because I do puns a lot. Good, bad.
Oh, right. Yes.
As the Punisher.
His jokes are so bad it makes me look like a comedian.
Oh, I got you now. I got you. I'm not that fast. Well, I can be.
I'm not fast. I'm half fast.
Yeah. You're half speed?
No, he just does things half-assed.
Chris, you shouldn't tell people. You shouldn't tell people they're half speed. That's not nice.
Well,
I just said I'm not fast. I'm half fast.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you guys! I've totally lost all of you tonight. I don't know what happened to the bunch of you. You have gone off.
You're distracted. I don't even know what you're doing. Are you writing your book right now?
I know. I'm multitasking.
War and Peace.
She has to deal with. She has to deal with us.
If she's working on the book.
I am not working on the book because I could not focus on my writing in this sort of a setting. I need a quiet setting, and that's no offense to anybody here. I'm working on business stuff. I have a lot to do, and the only time, but I am listening to your conversations, and I can't really add anything because the only video games I play are like Words with Friends, and I don't think that's really a video game. I play Bouncing Balls. I play
There's a game called Bouncing Balls.
Yep, there is. It's a lot of fun.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
But they're on my phone, so I don't think I look at them as video games.
So wait, you have Bouncing Balls on your phone?
Yes, why? They're a lot of fun.
What is this kind of like Breakout or?
And I play Candy Crush. That's another one I like to play. Is Candy Crush?
This
a
is
good one.
not sounding better as you go, you know.
It just sounds like a casual.
Well,
casual gamer.
This is why I have not spoken, because you guys are like talking games and stuff, and I'm like, well,
that's these are extremely popular, like mobile phone type games.
They are very popular games, but they're not like video games, right?
I got into video games at like the end of the arcade era, so it was more going towards like, it was like Super Nintendo and all that. So
exactly.
So I think the first game I ever beat was Super Mario World, and then I became really obsessed with Mortal Kombat.
Game. But Super Mario World. Oh my gosh, I in a way, Super Mario World was like a drug because I never got that high again on a game. That was just a magical experience.
I used to be able
never felt that again.
I used to be able to sit down and play games all weekend, and then like occasionally pause the game to get up and take a break, and then go back to finishing the game.
Right.
I get bored after an hour now. It's like, okay, I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna shut this down.
I don't even know what's available now. Like my son got me Wolfenstein New Age or something like that.
I played the old Wolfenstein. I've played most Dooms. I played Doom 3. Ever played Doom 3?
Oh yeah.
That thing scared the bejesus. It kind of creeped me out though, because you're like playing in the dark.
Yeah, I just got that on sale a few weeks ago for the Switch. I mean,
That's like
it's been reissued,
they really go deep into the lore with that one. Sorry.
I think you can get it like on multiple systems, like Xbox and. But, But it would have been really cool. It would have been really impressive at the time.
Well, I have I think I have the BFG edition on my Switch.
What is that? Is that like some sort of enhanced version? Like, did they?
I think they have like the Lost Mission. I was playing that for a bit.
Huh.
Yeah.
What's that BFG? Is that big fucking gun?
Big effing gun, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that's what I thought.
The best way I can describe Doom 3, because she doesn't know what that. She's probably never heard of Doom. It's like the third one, at least. It was kind of like a mix of like Alien and The Exorcist.
Yes, she's actually sat through quite a bit of the Switch version. I don't know which one that is numerically.
So she knows Doom then.
Yeah.
The question, Timothy, is not whether she knows what it is, but does she care?
Most likely not.
When it's playing, she'll get very disturbed, like during the demonic sequences.
Yeah.
And I get that, it's like I get it. It's disgusting and whatever, but she hears it and she's like, "Oh, honey, turn that down a little."
Yeah. It's kind of the storyline's pretty interesting, especially in number 3. They really go into detail about what happened, why all these demons are there.
Yeah.
Kind of basically a corporation messing with something they shouldn't.
Which is like most everything these days. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
We live in a bad time.
Do people just demand to know what was going on?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do people demand to know what was going on?
Shush up, man.
He's doing it to us
again. Okay, so I was listening to you guys like I'm not even around anymore. Like she'd sit and like watch the game, but I'm not really And I just sat and listened to you, Chris. Like, she didn't really get into. The problem was, if you handed me a controller, I couldn't get my little dude to do anything. He'd run in circles. He wouldn't jump where he's supposed to jump. Mario Kart. Oh my God, I had like hours upon hours of tutoring with my children to get that little dude to do what he's supposed to do. And I used to get very frustrated, and it was not fun. I made my hands sweat. I just did not enjoy it. So that is why I do not play video games.
You want to know why that
Are you
really
happy?
is? Do you want to know why you had such trouble?
Tell me.
They used to give you the broken controller so that you
You're
wouldn't learn
jerk.
to play.
Oh my God, I
Start
can't
playing more.
That's not true. That is not true.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they
My
did.
children would not do that to me. No.
Mine might.
Dude. You have to remember, you are the parent in this situation, so they're going to give you the broken controller on purpose, just so they can laugh at you.
That's messed up.
Jerry.
Although her daughters would never do that to her. I have to admit that.
And your son and Jace did not either. Jace was so. Oh my God! He said, "Are you ready?
That's true.
Are you ready? I really, 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 really want to teach you how to play." So I'd go in his bedroom, and he would be so patient. Oh my God! He was like 10 or 11. And he'd like, "Okay, no, press that. The A. No, that's the B or with the Z button. The X." And then he'd stop. Okay, let's try this again because I die like within 5 minutes each. Okay, let's go over your controllers again. Okay. I go through. Yep. Let's do the tutorial. Yep. Then he put me in a game, and bam, I'm done. So he tried. And if you asked him, Jace Blade, he comes in very rarely because he's really busy. But if you ever asked him, he'd be like, "Oh dear God, she's try." I tried to play and I couldn't. But finally, my family chipped in and bought me this amazing game for Nintendo. One of this Nintendo Switch. Maybe the Wii U. I don't remember which one it was, Chris. But it was a puzzle game. It was like what is the one? Game? A puzzle game, like the one you line up the blocks and you match
Tetris?
The colors. Yes, Tetris.
Yeah, that's one of the best games of all time.
Tetris. I could do Tetris, thank God. So I redeemed myself and my family as a video gamer. As long as it was Tetris or Guitar Hero, I could play that because I play guitar.
God, you're dating yourself. That was a decade ago.
Well, I am older. I mean, it's
so more of a rhythm game.
Tetris is a lot older than Guitar Hero, Chris.
I remember playing
together. It's like, that kind of nails some time period there.
I had Tetris on like the Commodore 64.
Yeah,
ported to a ton of systems. I don't know if the guy who invented it got a lot of the royalties or not early on.
The Russian guy?
Yeah. I don't know if.
I hope he got royalties.
Yeah.
Nah, it was probably bought outright from him. That way they can scam him out of all the money.
Hey, you're using a fake
when you speak Russian, Rick.
What was that?
I don't understand when you speak Russian.
No.
No.
Who's speaking Russian? I missed it.
I don't.
Then I said.
Nobody knows.
Lorenzo is done.
Russian came up after you mentioned Tetris.
Oh, okay.
Guitar Hero is a rhythm game.
Well, I wanted to let you know that I was contributing.
I am not talking.
So, guys,
I am not talking Russian. I am talking in Russian accent.
You guys are silly.
So guys, it's like 10:12.
Oh, it is, isn't it? It's
Oh,
very
wow,
late.
I popped in pretty late, didn't I?
That's
it could go this long because I'm kind of under the weather, so to speak, lately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still disappointed about your show, bro.
Well, he's not going to cancel it. He was just putting it out there.
It's just like it's like problem.
Are you on the air tomorrow?
I don't know if I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow or not.
All right. Well, let me know if you end up, share the link.
Yeah. The thing is, if
what happened now?
I'm planning on doing more spontaneous shows. I think instead, or maybe there'll be like more thoroughly planned. I don't know.
No,
it's
but
just
I
the
think
way it is isn't working out too well, especially since
right.
I haven't been filling as
Well,
well.
and Lorenzo, I have counted. You've said that probably at least 5 times that you haven't been feeling your best lately, and
Yeah,
so
like
maybe
every time I eat, my
so
stomach hurts for some reason.
right. So maybe you need to just sit back, kind of reevaluate how you want your show, like I was saying earlier. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we're all here for you whenever and whatever. You just let us know.
Thanks.
Is it anything particular? Is it anything particular you're eating that causes you to have bad
everything?
Pains? Everything?
Pretty much everything. But I try, I try not to eat anything too spicy. But yeah, pretty much anything that I typically eat will upset my stomach. But yeah, if it's something like spicy, I try to stay away from that now. But
are you going to a doctor? Okay, I'm going to step in because I'm a female.
Yeah,
I'm going to a doctor.
See a doctor. Yeah.
Good. So he'll figure it out.
I was just there a few weeks ago, but
if
it keeps going on, if it continues, I'll go to the doctor again and ask to see a specialist.
Because it could be an ulcer, it could be a number of things. You know what I'm saying?
There's like different stomach problems in my family too, so they're hereditary. So
yeah, you want to keep
alien probes.
Handle on that for sure.
It wouldn't be alien probes, right?
Well, that's a possibility, but I used to be on this show called I Kind of Believe, and that was a real pain in the ass in more ways than one, but you won't get into it.
Well, as long as an alien doesn't bust out of your chest, you should be fine.
Hey,
there you go. Love it.
He's a sleaze stack. Everything in the human world's an alien probe to him.
I can't believe you said something so hurtful. My last name is Sleestack. I'm an altrusion, Rick.
Okay,
so you know.
He's an altrusion. Everything in this human world is a probe to an alien.
There we go. See, the name is the show Sleestackians, but that's because that's my surname, not because I'm a Sleestack. That's a slur. We tried to pass as Sleestacks, but they figured us out. The actual Sleestacks figured us out. My family. We had to flee the land of the lost. And it was just barely a hatchling.
Yeah, you just tell everybody you all don't want to be intrusion on my property.
There you go. You don't want to be intrusion on its property.
That's too funny. You guys are funny.
I was just about this. It was probably about this age that I am in this picture, this avatar I have right now, or profile pic. Yeah, I was around that age when I came to the human world in the form of a cartoon character. So that was kind of weird.
That's crazy. Crazy.
What do you mean a cartoon character? I thought they were live action.
Well, when I'm in your world, I can only get. I've only been able to figure out. Yeah, I haven't quite mastered all the ancient altrusion technology. They're pretty good with crystals, and I'm not talking math either.
Do you mean the sandwiches?
No, there's these crystals, and they can use them to go to other dimensions. You visit other dimensions using these crystals.
Are you certain?
Yeah, but I was only able to become a cartoon character or comic book character.
Well, you might be you might be following a false legend there.
I don't know.
Because I'll show you this, but don't be shaken. Okay, these are crystals, right there. That's a crystal. That box there, that's a crystal. Let me see if I can get a better picture. I'll show you what a crystal is. Here we go.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no,
is this how humans travel to the land of the lost?
No, this is. Oh, this is good. All right, here we go. There's a crystal, but you can also get a double crystal.
Now he knows too much.
This is horrifying.
This is the secret to the infinity crystals.
So there's like there's that double crystal thing. Is that like some sort of square cheeseburger?
Are you familiar with Steakums?
We don't have them here.
Okay, so how about White Castles?
I don't think we have a White Castle restaurant, but you can get White Castle burgers in the store. With the frozen ones, so.
Those are gross.
All right. So basically, so up close, basically that's a very thin layer of beef that's slightly peppered. You have a layer of onion, a pickle, and some mustard, unless you get the cheesy one. Cheesy one. And then you can get the double with the cheese too. That's really good too. But
oh, I see. So that's mustard. Interesting.
Yes.
And then you got the bacon cheese crystal.
So is this like some regional, like New England style burgers or something?
No, this is Florida. This would be the
Florida.
one reason for me to go back to Florida. The crystal. Ooh.
You see how small they are, right? Those are for
Yeah.
that's because they're meant for tiny people.
So you get like you go and you get like one of these, right? These are like bag pulls. You can get like a 24 pack or a 12 pack if you're kind of wimpy. But you can but you can get like a 24 pack and go home and like just eat these things. Here's the problem though. They're truly like a sick snack food type of dinner, and it feels that way like 2 hours later. They do not digest as well as they should. Every time I get some, I wish I hadn't. You know what I mean?
No, well, I definitely want to.
That's like self-abuse right there.
Well,
If you feel good enough to do so, go to White Castle and get yourself a Crave case, which contains 30 hamburgers or cheeseburgers, or a combination of both.
This looks like another place I have to visit when I go down to the States. I've been to White Castle, been to In-N-Out Burger, been to a couple other joints, I think.
We went to White Castles in New Jersey, and I got sick off of them.
So bad. That was one of the
they were
worst.
not as good as Crystals.
Yucky. I did not care for that.
When I went to White Castle, I was at just across from a bus terminal, so I had to go in and order quick. I got one of each of their sliders. Well, that they had, anyways. They didn't have that seafood one.
Yeah, look, this is their double cheese slider, and look at that cheese. It looks wimpy. It's wimpy cheese. I don't see the mustard. The pickle. Look, they have two different kinds of pickles. One of them is ridged, and the other one is smooth. Why is that? See that? The one on the left is smooth, and the one on the right is ridged.
Huh.
So what you're saying, this sandwich just doesn't cut the mustard.
That's why.
Yeah, not cutting the mustard.
Yes, Rick, that's exactly what I meant. Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess they're okay.
Kenny
but
Youngman.
when we had them, I wasn't able to eat them very well.
And apparently this one doesn't cut the cheese.
You couldn't get a burger like that in the state of
maybe
Missouri.
they
Probably
do
did cut the cheese after eating that.
But maybe it'll make you cut the cheese.
Do they say chicken rings instead of onion rings?
Yeah, they do those. Yeah.
If you come down to Texas, there's like a chicken restaurant everywhere.
Because you are chicken.
Look at how much better that's photographed. I lived in Arlington briefly when I was a little kid.
You ever heard of a restaurant called Raising Cane's?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's like my place to go on Saturday.
Oh, wow. Are those all over Texas?
I'm not sure they're all over Texas. I know there's one in Harker Heights, Texas.
Well, I was in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Texas is such a huge state, though.
I know, it's crazy.
All right, so listen. I got to kill the stream because I am totally yawning out.
He's so funny. I'm like, did he just yawn? Like, literally just yawned. Oh, my God. What am I going to do with you? This is not the way. No. All I can say is just no.
I've done it.
She's going to lecture him as soon as this is
Well,
over.
it doesn't. So, Diana, did you get in trouble for yawning earlier or something? Or
No, but he always yells at me for chewing because you guys can hear it, and for yawning. And
I embraced it tonight.
yeah, you did much better. It's because I've scowled at you for many.
oh, you were
many
trying to
long
get
months.
her to eat on screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
end
I'm
up
not-
getting her a document camera so she can look down on her plate and show us exactly what she's
Stop.
eating.
The only
that's
reason why, but you know what? I have not eaten in our stream for a while now. I've been really trying to be mindful of that because you've shamed me so nicely. Make me feel terrible because I do have.
I know, that's
Because
why we have to
oftentimes I'm that busy that I don't eat my dinner until late at night, and I'm streaming, and
we have
so
to turn it into a feature.
There's
Oh, great.
there's a show. I think it's called.
What's that, Terry?
Now we know why viewership has dropped.
Thank you again. Exactly. You know, you guys need to listen to Terry a little bit more because he is a very wise person.
Well, Diana,
This-
you need to tell Chris to do what the Fonz would tell him to do. Sit on it.
Well, this is why I
Yeah.
have my camera off, and I try to keep my mic off, so you're not hearing me because it's not cool, and I get it. But I'm hungry, and I just that sort of plays out. Sorry.
Well,
Anyways, we have
the only person here that's going to blame you for eating is your husband. Nobody else will.
Oh, good. That's
so
good to
this
know.
is the time of the stream when everybody gets a chance to promote shows or books or whatever real quick.
Yeah,
Huh.
I like that idea.
So I'll be the first. I'll say see you Monday night on God Chat, 8 o'clock,
Mhm.
right here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then you guys jump in at your leisure. I'm not sure what to announce or not announce.
Well, you know what? Just
No,
pick somebody. You just pick somebody. Just go around the room. Pick somebody and say, "You got something to promote?"
Diana,
Yes. Hello. Hi.
you got anything to promote?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we will be at the Mohegan Sun, July 30th to August 1st, August 2nd. I think it's to August 2nd. Yeah. So check us out. We're going to live stream from the show periodically. I think we'll send a link, not a link, but we'll send an update when we're going to do that. My own personal books are still continuing to be worked on. The business is really happening. I'm scared to death because I've invested a lot of time, energy, and money. So we need to make this happen. And I think, Chris, that's it. Did I do a good job?
I think so.
Thank you.
How about you, Lorenzo? Do you want to say anything, bro?
So is that the Trificon?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I found a website. Hopefully, it's for this.
Yep, Terrificon. That's the website. It's a pretty big show. Like I said, it's a 3-day event. So check it out.
You should post that on that you're going to be there on Twitter or whatever. Start letting people know.
I'm trying to post in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course, you can subscribe to to Lorenzo's Sleestack channel. I'm not sure when I'm going to be streaming on there, but I'm hoping to get
video features and whatnot.
Well, I don't know. I'm just hoping to get some more participation. It's there's like a wide range of I'd like to have you guys, all the panelists on here on again, but there, maybe some other people who haven't been on for a while or.
I can't remember the last time I was on. Is that because I'm stupid or because it's been that long?
Well, I canceled last week's show. I think you were going to be on last week. And
I'm going to blame you. Yeah, I'll blame you.
I think you were on for a while the week before, but I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to do that too. I'll show up for a little bit and then I'll just kind of die out, which is a bad trait, but I try.
So Rick and Terry are both founding members.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of Rick and Terry, I know that Rick must have something, right, bro?
Yeah, I will be on Odyssey tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Cross Comics Odyssey channel. So go check me out there. I will be coloring what I drew up last night on my YouTube show.
There you go.
Very cool. Terry, you up to anything yet, bro?
Not yet. I'm still waiting for Diana to send notes on her book.
Yeah, man.
What? You're waiting for me now? The pressure is real. Oh my gosh, no.
So Max,
I'm waiting for you to.
You can find me on Facebook as Max Lee. I am on Twitter as Tim Lee Olson. I am working on Melvin number 2 and Melvin number half.
Cool.
Well, with my artist on Melvin number 2 is Vic King, and Sherwin is, as always, will be working on the other book.
Perfect.
We'll really have to. I don't think we've seen your stuff, bro.
You're going to have to sometime.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We definitely do.
I'm going to get on my management because they're supposed to research this stuff.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Honey, have you ever heard of this guy?
Max Lee?
Yeah, where's his book? I want to check it out.
I don't think Max Lee has a book.
Diana, honey, I'm just messing with you.
Does he have a book?
I have.
Also has a book named Melvin, but this Max Lee, I don't know about him.
So wait.
Rick.
Oh my gosh, wait, stop. So Max Lee is not the name of the book, it's Melvin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good God, you guys. You just can't
come on,
stop.
Karen.
They're incorrigible.
They really are. It's hard to be me sometimes.
How you suffer so.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear that, honey?
And we're going to get Anne to write this book whether she wants to or not.
The violins are playing for you, Diana.
So Melvin. So is that you, Melvin? Max Lee is Melvin? I'm still trying to figure this out.
Max Lee is Timothy Lee Olson. The comic book I created is called Melvin.
Okay. Wait. So you're Timothy Olson and
Yes.
Max Lee and Melvin?
No, oh my
Melvin
gosh.
is this comic book.
My head hurts. I
My
know.
head hurts. My head hurts. My head really does hurt, you guys. Okay. I'm
Melvin
writing all this
is
down.
the
Wait.
comic book.
I'm writing it down.
There's a
Melvin
comic book named
is
Melvin.
the comic book. Okay.
It was created by Timothy Olson,
Okay.
Thank you.
who
Rick.
is alias Max Lee.
Thank you. I'm literally, I'm not even kidding you guys. I'm writing it down. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Wait, because you probably think I'm just fooling, but I'm not. Can you see it? I had to write it all down.
Okay, there you
So
go.
I can Google you. I can Google you and I can read and find more about you.
I think I follow.
Timothy, I think you're a stalker.
Wait, what?
I'm not creepy. No, I'm not. I'm
This just in.
learning.
I have a stalker finally.
My wife and I have been Googling you.
You've been oozling him?
Weirdo.
Yeah, it does sound weird, doesn't it? It's like,
I know that does sound really weird. I'm not weird. Well, I am a little weird, but not like that weird. I'm just different. I'm unique.
I know you're a Yahoo girl. You don't do.
I'm not a Yahoo girl. I don't do Yahoo.
I'm teasing.
Okay. So do you run?
Do I run?
Yes.
For office?
Nope, that's not the Timothy runner. I'm looking at a Timothy Olson as a runner. Why can't I find you? What's your YouTube channel name?
I don't have a YouTube channel.
Oh dear God! Why not? That's my go-to.
Send me on Facebook.
I think I follow Chris on Twitter.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chris. Chris, why are you so difficult? Why can't you help your wife out here?
Because I'm exhausted. I'm falling asleep, which
Oh,
is kind of
stop already. It's just
Every
we're
stream
in
I
an important conversation that I'm
I know.
trying to find out.
I will.
You-
I will get Timothy's thing, and I will send you.
I found you. I found you. Lead artist at Artist, University of Mindanao.
No.
That's not you. Jesus, Criminy Crickets. What are you hiding? Oh my God. This
Hold
is
on,
terrible.
Hold on.
Can you like post it? Can
I
you help
got
me?
it.
Thank
I got
God.
it. Hold on. There you go. There you go.
Diane, I'm gonna message him. His
No.
thing.
What?
In private chat, I sent a link.
I sent you a link to his.
Thank you.
DM you his profile link on Twitter.
All right.
I already did that on the private chat.
So is this you? Oh, this is you. Okay. I gotta follow you now. Followed. Bam. Cool beans.
Ditto.
All right, sorry. Let me check this out. Oh, I like it. All right, now I can really like creep on you, you poor guy. It's like, Jesus, what's wrong with this girl? No, it's not creeping. I'm investigating in a good way. I like want to know about you, and that's a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna start. Chris is gonna take me. He's like, you need not to be like that. But yeah, I'm. This is good. So I've just followed you on Twitter, and now I can read all about you and check it out. Which is
I
a
did
good
the
thing.
same thing, but I'm not going to be creepy about it.
I agree with that.
Say what?
Now she can start to stalk you.
Now I can officially stalk you. Thank you.
I have finally arrived. I now have a stalker.
You now have a stalker.
And the female stalker.
The weirdo from Hero Shack, the lady from Hero Shack that knows nothing about anything, but I try really hard. My heart's in it, right? Isn't that like I used to?
It's just a matter of time before she'll be roaming around in my garbage.
Oh God, no!
Calling the house at odd times and then hanging up on me.
Oh, look it! I like that. That's really cool.
You do know what they say about good intentions in the road to
I'm looking at his art that I see on his.
Actually,
Twitter
that
page.
is the artist. I do the storyboards and the writing.
Okay, that's cool.
For the second issue, I hired Vic King for that one.
Okay, I know
the
Vic.
first issue was done by Sherwin K.O. Sains,
Mm-hmm.
and he's working on Melvin number half.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
There's a number half.
They used to do that a lot in the 90s. They used to do like 0 issues and half issues.
Interesting.
And those are like prequel stories.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it'd be better
That's
to
really
say
cool.
Melvin half or issue half.
That's
Instead
very
of
cool.
number half. Number half just sounds weird.
All right. So I figured out who you were in that sense. That's awesome.
Yep.
I like it. Very cool. Let's go down here. Class comments. Oh, look at who's this Twitter?
That's Timothy's Twitter. I sent it to you just to make doubly sure.
Terry, you have a Twitter?
Yes, I do.
What? How did
Hey,
I not
Terry.
know that? What is that? Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you share it earlier? You
I've
use
been
it?
friends with him for some time, young lady.
Because I'm rarely on it.
Well, you should be on it more.
He's been living a double life.
If I had to do Twitter, you have to do Twitter. It's not fair. It's not fair if they're making me do it and you're sitting there going, I'm really on it. That was me like a month ago. All right.
Yeah, well, Diana, there's a difference between you and him.
Yeah, there is.
You're trying to promote a book, he's not.
Well, I don't know about that. All right,
So he's got a book that he's been working on, right?
Yeah,
Or well, Terry's got a book right, that it's, or at least a character.
There you are. Followed. Bam. Okay, Terry, I'm now going to start hounding you as well. So hopefully you'll respond back if I send something, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was not a very good positive. Yeah, he's like, Jesus,
I
Who gave her my
I
Twitter
can't find your YouTube channel, Terry. I was gonna put that in the chat as well.
You have a YouTube channel and you have not shared that with us. Christopher, do you hear this? This is not good.
This is unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Yes.
Diana.
Yeah.
These are our friends, and you are embarrassing me.
I'm so sorry.
My
You've been
YouTube
friends
channel
with
is
them
the
for
same
months and months.
as Mighty Geek Studios.
Oh, I think I do follow that.
So,
I do
honey,
follow that.
let's
Yeah.
do a test, okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay, see that screen name, Mighty
Holy
Geek Studios?
crap. Yeah.
Match it with the first name. What's his first name?
Terry.
Okay. See Max Lee?
Uh-huh.
Match him with a name.
Timothy.
Oh, you're on a roll.
Olson Carter. I take great notes and I'm a good student. So
Okay,
Timothy
well,
Lee
what about-
Olson is
about
the
Croc
creator, the writer, and storyboard artist of Melvin. His
Yeah.
alias is Max Lee.
Very good.
Terry is from Mighty Geek Studios. I now know he has a Twitter account. He has a Facebook page and now a YouTube. And he has been working on a variety of different projects. He's a very quiet person, but I know he's extremely creative and I can't wait to see his stuff.
She has dossiers on all of us.
I don't know. What about Cross Comics? Who's Cross
Cross
Comics?
Comics is Rick, and Rick is amazing. He's one of the funniest guys I've met.
Oh,
He
yeah?
has a fantastic comic book
Hang on.
series.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah,
What state is he from?
he lives in Canada.
Oh, good. You didn't get
Mhm.
tricked.
Nope.
Good.
Okay. That is true. I live in Canada. But which province do I live in?
Oh my good lord! I don't know, but you like the Canadian
Wait.
flag, okay?
Wait. Will this work if I go, you are in his holy providence, Rick? Does that count?
No, it doesn't count. Stop.
I'm trying.
Stop.
I am in the province of Ontario. I just figured he said state. I'd use the instead.
So I'm sorry, we have one person left in the room before we end the night. You're not going to ask me about Lorenzo?
I am, but I want to know.
What?
Okay.
I'm listening.
I don't know what to call it. So if he's not a Sleestackian, what is he?
He's an awesome, really adorable, cute little lizard type
What race?
guy. He's a
He's an altrusion.
Yes. Okay.
He's an altrusion.
That's what I was looking for, altrusion.
But when he sleeps at night, guess what happens? Guess what happens when he goes to sleep at night? He turns into a human form. He hates it. So he stays up all night.
That's a lie.
He's humanphobic.
He's human-phobic. He's actually
Are you-
human-phobic.
Are you calling him trans species?
Yeah, he's true.
Hey, you're gonna have to watch that fish
I
stick
can't
episode.
He changes forms as if he's a
South Park.
transformer.
No, in all seriousness, Lorenzo is really one of the nicest people we have ever met.
Oh,
He
wait till
is
you watch that
so
fish sticks
encouraging
episode.
to everybody. No, I'm being serious, Lorenzo. You're such an encouraging person. I mean, I'm not altrusion. I mean, Sleestackian. I don't want to offend you. I'm not into offending people at all. I'm trying not to.
Sleestackians is the name of the show because my last name is Sleestack.
Yeah.
And the reason I call myself Sleestack, even though he's an altrusion, is I was trying to pass as altrusion.
And if he was a
I mean,
manager
not
of a
only
rock
altrusion,
band,
but it's Sleestack. Because the altrusions are heavily discriminated against.
Yes,
If
they
I
are.
didn't want to be thrown in the pit to the Sleestack god, which is
if
really
you were a manager of a
discriminating.
rock band, would you be Sleazy P. Stackian?
Something like that.
You know,
Oh, I got a phone call.
Timothy, that's just a bit sleazy.
Oh.
Okay, guys. So now I have to kill the chat and stuff because I'm gonna go to bed, and I don't think if I would leave it on, but if I leave it on, it stays on until I come back, right?
I don't know, but I gotta go to bed
Forever
too.
and ever.
Yep.
Yeah,
You guys have a good night.
The stream,
All right,
yeah.
bro.
Good
Good,
night,
thank
guys.
you.
It's been fun. Take care.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace out.
See you on Rick's show.
Tomorrow.
Rick's show is tomorrow at 7, right?
Yeah. Over on
Okay.
Odyssey.
Hey, that used to be a good.
Make your Odyssey over there.
Yes.
Good night, guys.
All right, guys.